Hello friends and welcome to the farm. Today we're out looking for monarch butterflies in their natural habitat.
Actually, we're out looking for monarch eggs and caterpillars. Why are you whispering?
I've seen too many Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdoms. I know that most of your butterfly activity happens at your butterfly house, but I love it out here in the 6-acre pollinator field.
We do see tons of monarchs flying all over the field from flower to flower.
I think we see more this year than any other year.
Yes, I'm optimistic. I'm definitely seeing more monarchs and I'm finding a lot more eggs.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
So where do you begin to look for monarchs?
Anywhere there's milkweed. I just go around the farm, find milkweed. I have some places I've planted it specifically, but it sprouts up all over the place. So I just go from milkweed to milkweed looking for eggs and for caterpillars.
And I just like standing here looking over the field, chasing them with the camera, see if I can find them. So there are a lot of them though to find.
They move really fast. Welcome to my butterfly house. This is where all the action happens.
That looks pretty great, doesn't it?
Yeah, some wonderful man built that for me. It's actually over the wellhead, the well pump house is it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to build something over it. Might as well be something functional and pretty.
Yeah.
So it's my butterfly house.
Awesome. So hey, can you do me a favor before you get into a lot of the detail of what you do here? Can you give me just a quick overview?
Well, monarchs are in trouble. I don't know if you know anything about them, but I don't know if they're actually endangered yet, but their numbers are declining greatly, mainly because of the lack of milkweed. But another thing that hinders them is there's certain parasites that will lay eggs in the caterpillars. And of course, they feed on the caterpillar and it eventually dies. A lot of times, if that happens, you don't even know it until it's in its chrysalis. And all of a sudden the chrysalis just kind of dissolves and all these little parasite larvae come out. So I capture the eggs, get the caterpillars when they're tiny, and put them inside netted houses. That keeps the predators from getting near them. And also ants, spiders, and wasps can eat them. So by putting them in these houses, I'm protecting the little baby caterpillars so they can grow and become complete, full caterpillars, go into their chrysalis, and emerge as beautiful butterflies. It just protects them. I'm not doing any changing of whatever. I'm not doing any breeding or anything like that. I am just protecting the eggs and the caterpillars so they can reach their full maturity.
So you take the egg, but it's on a leaf. So you take the leaf. So you're not disturbing the caterpillar, the egg at all. You don't handle them or feed them anything. It's just their natural habitat.
And I actually keep them in here, not in an air-conditioned space, because it's exactly what they would be in. This temperature, this humidity, it's exactly what they would feel. They're just somewhat protected, that's all.
And it's really a good ventilated building. If you can see the front, it's just a screen door to keep predators out. And up top, the eaves are open and the windows are open, so the air flows through there.
Yeah.
So it's the exact same habitat they would have.
This is the third year we've done it here, and they've been very happy in here.
Yeah. You have a very good success rate too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But I am finding a lot more this year. So I think, last year I think we ended up releasing like 67 monarchs. Okay. It's gonna be way beyond that this year.
Yeah.
So I hope that's good news for monarchs, or if it's just around here, I don't know. But I'm doing my part to try to protect as many of them as I can.
Okay, so what exactly do you do in that butterfly house?
In my beautiful butterfly house?
Yeah.
The first thing I'm looking for is eggs. I hope to find them as eggs because then there's no chance a predator got in there. So I go out, I'm in milkweed, and I look under all the leaves and find eggs. And when I find the eggs, I bring them in here. These are all leaves with little monarch eggs on them. and I use these handy dandy little floral tubes and fill them with water, stick the leaf into it, and it keeps the leaf alive while the monarch is growing and hatching.
Okay, so it's an egg, so by definition it's not moving anywhere.
No, it's not going anywhere. It's just sitting on the leaf.
So Mama put it there pre-positioned so that when it comes out of the egg, it's ready to eat.
It's on its food source and it starts eating right away. I can show you some leaves that have little tiny bites, and you know as soon as there's a little caterpillar, you start seeing little trails of little holes, little eat holes. So, but they're so fascinating. I don't know if it takes 3-4 days for an egg to go from the time I find it till it hatches. But it goes through a cycle where it starts out really white, goes to like a gray, and then turns almost like a translucent with a little bit of black. And the next day, there's a teeny tiny little caterpillar. I mean, they are minuscule, but they grow incredibly fast.
So tell me, how long do the leaves last? You have them in the water there.
It varies from leaf to leaf. Most of them do fine for a week to longer. Once in a while, I get a leaf that for some reason doesn't do well.
Oh.
And I will watch that egg, and when it's getting close to hatching or after it hatches, I'm going to cut the part of the leaf out that has the egg on it, and I will put it on a healthy leaf so it has food right away.
All right, so
but
you're
most
again
of the
not
leaves do
touching
well.
the
No, I'm not
monarch.
touching the egg at all.
Okay.
No, nope.
Okay.
But
so is there room in the hut if I come inside?
you can try. But like, this is all the egg area. And I'm going out looking today, so I have all these ready to go. Here's one you can tell a little baby caterpillar was eating right there.
Oh yeah, point to that again. Oh, there's a caterpillar. Okay.
And this tray right here are ones that did hatch. They're just not super big yet. Like, look at this little guy right there. You see him?
Just barely, and you have the window behind it with the light.
I'll get a
there we
picture
go.
of it. He's a tiny, tiny little caterpillar.
We can see that now.
But they grow.
Yeah.
And like this guy is ready to go up to the next phase. I need to get him inside the netting.
Okay, so you graduate them from tray to tray?
Yeah, these are ones that just hatched, and I'm actually going to be putting some of them into, there's a nursery where the little eggs will go in like a big piece of milkweed, and they can crawl from piece to piece. But when they're little like that, they don't eat that much.
So why do you have to have them inside one of those little cages there?
That's to keep the wasps and anything away from laying eggs in them.
Okay, so the wasps won't lay eggs in them when they're just...
When they're teeny tiny, they can't even see them.
Okay, but when they're just eggs, they won't do it.
Oh, no.
They wait till they're caterpillars.
Right, but when they're eggs, things like ants and other things can possibly eat the ants, eat the eggs. So I would like to get them as eggs, but if not, I'll take them as caterpillars and do what I can to save them.
Okay.
But then they do kind of go from level to level. These up here are ones that just hatched last night. So they're eggs that literally just hatched.
So when you say last night, so are you in here every day?
I'm in here every day.
Wow.
And yesterday morning, all these were eggs.
Okay.
This morning, they're all little baby caterpillars.
Oh, nice.
And there was one egg, one leaf, I found something I've never seen before. It has on it 2 eggs and 2 caterpillars on one leaf. That's a first for me.
Wow.
So this little leaf right here, he's really special.
So do you think that that's the same mama that did both?
I doubt it. Since they're different stages, she might have laid both the eggs. But the fact that there's caterpillars already hatched, that would have been a different one. She probably laid 2 and they hatched, and then somebody else laid 2 more a day or 2 later.
Okay.
So, but once they get to a certain size then, this is like the young'uns. Now I don't see any right in front here, but they get a little bit bigger. Oh, right there's one.
Oh, okay.
See, they're a little bit bigger.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's easily seen. There's one right by your finger and
Oh,
one
yeah, there's
back
a little
there.
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
So these are ones that won't be going into a chrysalis for a week or 2 at least.
Okay.
And they're literally...
So is this your third stop for them?
Yeah, kind of. Egg, and then kind of like nursery after they hatch, and then they move to maybe a kindergarten.
And then, okay.
And then the next stage, they're getting pretty big.
Oh my!
I mean, they're anywhere from this size up to almost full grown. Some of these will be going into their chrysalis shortly.
Yeah, like wow, look at that.
Well, not only do the caterpillars get bigger, but their poop gets bigger.
Oh, so keeping them clean. So you, oh my goodness, you have what, 8 or 10 of them?
Oh, there's probably more than that hiding in there. But at this point, then I just have to make sure I get big twigs of milkweed every day and put fresh milkweed in for them to eat because they go through it fast. I mean, in no time flat, that'll be just all stems.
So they're mobile, and they know which ones to choose that are the tastiest, the yummy.
They know what they want, and they eat.
Wow, look at that guy.
I mean, they're amazing.
Yeah.
They're fascinating, you know?
Look at him, he's just mowing. Now, there's no way to know whether that's going to be a male or female at this point, is there?
Not that I know of. Once they hatch, or emerge or whatever, once they're a butterfly, I can tell male from female. But at this stage, I don't think you can. Okay. Not that I know of, anyway.
And these other ones here?
Yep. Now, in this cage, there's none in their chrysalis, but there is one climbing to the top of the cage.
Oh, okay.
And the way monarchs work...
we're going to look up to the top of the cage here.
They grow and they grow and they grow. When they get to the size and time for them to go into their chrysalis, they'll climb to some high point. In here, it's the top of the cage. And they do what's called J-hanging. They hang from the top in the shape of a J.
Back there?
Oh, there is a chrysalis.
Yeah.
And that looks like a pretty new chrysalis.
Yeah, it is. It's still...
Yeah, it's still like a not
dry. So that's J-hanging?
Well, the one that's not in a chrysalis is J-hanging. And he hangs there.
All right.
And they actually...
It's right on the seam, so it's hard to see.
They shred their skin and form a chrysalis. I mean, I've watched it. It's fascinating to do.
Okay.
And then watching them come out of their chrysalis is really cool. I'll try to capture that for you.
Okay.
But these guys will be, over the next week, forming chrysalises. And once they all go into a chrysalis, I won't be putting any more butterflies in
that's like a chamber? It's a hard...
that's where all the magic happens when they turn into the butterfly.
Okay.
The little green thing hanging down.
So it's almost like a... It's not hard like an eggshell, though, is it?
No, no, you could smush them. You don't want to. But they are pretty firm. I mean, but I don't mess with them unless I have to.
But is it a clear outside surface?
No. It's actually a solid green. I'll show you the next cage. Has a lot of chrysalises.
Okay.
I guess I've been working on this for 2 weeks.
So you make sure that you keep them closed?
Yeah, especially the big guys. See, I would say there might not be any more on the milkweed. Okay. I'm going to watch and see, but if you look, there's a bunch of chrysalises. And here's one right on the thing, getting ready to J-hang. And right here is an empty chrysalis. That's the first one that emerged yesterday.
Okay. There she goes.
Yeah. Number one. So... But when I'm confident they're all chrysalis, I will pull the milkweed out, pull the poopy paper towel out, and just wait for them to emerge. And as they emerge, then I wait till their wings are completely dry and hard. And when they're ready to fly, I let them go.
So you're inspiring them with the artwork on the wall.
Yeah. Oh, the caterpillars love it. They told me they really like it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is fascinating, the phases they go through.
Yeah. Well, that one right there pretty much has all the phases, doesn't it?
The egg.
Yeah.
Little baby, except they're a lot smaller than that to start with.
Yeah.
And then they go into a J-hang.
Okay.
And they drop their outer skin and form the chrysalis.
Oh, so their outer skin is what forms the chrysalis.
After they J-hang, you'll see a little ball of black stuff, like black crunchy stuff. Their skin's laying below. And they're inside here.
Okay.
And then when they're getting ready to emerge, you begin, it's not clear like that, but you begin to see the leaves through the chrysalis. So you know it turns dark. And you can see the wings. They're about ready to start and coming out.
Okay.
So you get an idea of when they're going to emerge.
And then when they get, like on the right there, their wings pump up, don't they?
When they come out of the chrysalis, they look funny. Their wings are all shriveled up.
Yeah.
And their body is huge. It's all full of fluid. What they do is they'll hang from their chrysalis, and you watch them. They pump, and they pump, and they pump, and they pump all the fluid out of their body into their wings. And there's a bee. And their wings get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then they'll just kind of hang there and start flapping. They're letting everything dry and harden in their wings.
Okay.
And you can tell when they start really flapping around, they're ready to go.
Wow.
And sometimes I'll just take them out. They'll climb on your finger. I'll take them out and sit them on a flower. Because if they want to eat right away, they have a flower to eat on. But they'll sit there until they're ready, and then they take off. They're gone.
Yeah. They don't need a lot of practice, do they? They can just go.
They just go. I mean, it's amazing. You know, I believe in God, and I believe God created these things, because to think that this just happened, I can't imagine that. that they just know how to do it.
Yeah.
They're fascinating little things.
Yeah.
And I just hope to save as many as I can. I mean, I don't think I don't know how close they are to extinct, but they're heading downhill fast. So I'm hoping I'm doing my little part to maybe save some.
It's really all about the habitat, isn't it? You know, we've paved over so much, and then we have even farm fields where it's all just a monocrop.
And they're killing all the milkweed.
Yeah.
So if you want to help monarchs, that's the best thing you can do is plant milkweed.
Yeah.
Now, be warned, it spreads and it will take over. But you'll have lots of monarchs. Maybe that's why we're seeing more this year, because every year more milkweed comes up. And we're seeing a lot more than we did the first couple years here. I mean, it's amazing.
Well, there's quite a bit of it out there in the 6 acres, and around, especially around the outside edges.
And around the pond, around the front. I mean, we have it everywhere, literally. In the tunnel, in the garden. And I actually find a lot of eggs in the tunnel. So, you want to come with me and look for some eggs?
Yeah, that'll be fun. Let's go do that.
See what we can find.
Okay.
I actually find a lot of eggs and caterpillars on this milkweed in our front yard. I think because it's so close to the flower. The butterflies are on the flower, and they say, hey, let's lay some eggs. And now here, I don't see an egg, but here's a pretty big caterpillar. That means I missed him the last couple days. Because I've been looking at least every other day.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll go in the medium house, I think. All right, time to put them away in the houses. Now I got to put them where they belong. So I'm going to put the caterpillars first. And this one really big guy, he's going to go in the medium house. And I will just take the leaf that he's on and lay it in here. So he will climb off of there when he's done and eat all the other leaves. And tonight I'm going to come in and put a nice big fresh piece of milkweed in there. But meanwhile, he's in his new home. And then some of these other smaller guys, this guy, I'm going to put in this house. And the ones that are
the caterpillar,
yeah, the ones that are teeny tiny, I'm actually going to put in tubes and let them grow a little bit bigger on their individual leaf.
Okay.
And then I'll put all the eggs in tubes and see the same thing. I'll just lay the leaf in here, and he'll eat that leaf until it's all gone or he's tired of it, and he'll move to another leaf. But that's his new home now, and he's protected. So do these other little guys and then do the eggs. Get them all set to grow. Here, I'll show you how to do the tubes. Oh, I ought to show you my handy dandy filler. I had so much trouble trying to pour water into these little tubes. That's a little hard to do. So I found this. Know what this is? Any of you that have gone to church and have taken communion out of those little tiny cups, this is what they use to fill those little tiny cups. But it's perfect for filling these tiny little tubes without making a big mess. So I thought of that one day. It's like, I should have one of those communion filler things, because we used to do that. And it works perfectly. I just put the water in, put the cap on. Before I put the cap on, I stick the stem in as far as I can get it. So it's in the water. And then stick it in the water. And he'll probably be on there for 2 days. And I usually fill the tubes up once a day, especially if it's really hot. They run out of water. So he'll go to his new home. I'll get the eggs in their new home. Have a lot more caterpillars ready to go. Now there's one thing I want to talk about here, and it's OE. It's a big long word, and I'll put it down below in a title, but it's a tiny microscopic parasite that affects butterflies, monarch butterflies. And I've never tested for it before because I never raised that many. Well, I probably have over 100 eggs, caterpillars in the process in there, so I'm going to start testing for it. And I'm going to link a guy below who is like the butterfly guy. If you want to learn anything about monarch butterflies, how to raise them, he has like 8 or 10 videos on that subject. 2 of them I think are on OE. So it's just something I feel like I should do to be responsible and really raise healthy butterflies. So, because if they are infected, you don't want them to be released and spread it and infect more. So Being careful this year, like I have all the ones that are in Chrysalis are in a tent by themselves. They're not going to open up onto other caterpillars. Because if they do open up and they have the spores, it can go onto the caterpillars that are below them. So that's why I'm keeping them in stages. So there's the little babies, the whole way up, and then the Chrysalis all in one tent. And big fat ones in a tent that are going to be Chrysalises soon. And as soon as they all go to Chrysalis, I take all the milkweed out and everything, clean it up, and they're ready to emerge. And at that point, I'll be testing them. So so far I've had 6 released, have had no OE spores. And it is more prevalent down south. It's more prevalent on milkweed that stays year round. In the north here, it dies off every year and grows back, so it's not as prevalent, but it's still like sometimes 8–10% of butterflies carry it. So I'm doing the responsible thing this year and trying to give the butterflies the best chance, the strongest butterflies, the best chance I can. But I'm encouraged because I have found more eggs and caterpillars than I've ever found before. I mean, everywhere you look, they're there. And we've seen monarchs we've gone out in the evening and looked, and we've seen them everywhere. It's just, I'm encouraged. I'll have to watch the monarch pages and see if they say they're increasing, but I know they've increased right around here anyway, what we're seeing in this area. So it makes me feel like I'm doing something good. So I have 1 ready to go, and I'm going to check him for OE, or her. I don't know what it is yet. Well, it looks like I'm doing the right thing by checking, because the last one I checked was a positive. And Mr. Lund, he'll show you slides of things. Their scales look like little footballs, and if you see what looks like pepper all over the footballs, that's the spores of the OE. And this one had little pepper flakes all over it, spores of OE all over it. So unfortunately, that butterfly we had to euthanize, and it can't be released because it would just spread it to other butterflies. So I'm going to keep track. I'm keeping track of how many males, how many females. I'm going to keep track of how many infected ones I do have and see what percent it ends up being. But I do feel like I'm doing the responsible thing this year and not letting them go, not letting them spread it to other butterflies. So sad day, but it's the responsible thing to do. Here's a little male to go. He's not quite ready, so he's just hanging out on my hand. But he tested negative. He's healthy as can be. Just has to get his wings a little bit stronger yet. And it's a little bit breezy today, so I think he's feeling out the air, seeing if he's ready to fly or not. I might take him over and put him on a flower. And let him chill out on a flower.
Okay.
Oh, there he goes. He's ready to go. So what did you think of my butterfly journey? It just gives me some thrill to know that I'm helping save some monarchs. And if you want to help save them, remember, plant some milkweed. That's the best thing you can do. So time for me to go out and look for some more eggs. But for now, thanks for joining me and watching my video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.